I love you, Lord, for your mercy never failed me. All my days I've been held in your hand, from the moment that I wake up till I lay my head. Oh, I will sing of the goodness of God.
Hello and welcome to Carolyn's Creations. I'm in the process of doing a new painting, and it will be a swan. And I'm going to be putting flowers in the background. This is, I'm going to be putting irises on one side and tulips on the left side. And I will also be adding little daisies all across in front of those flowers. Right here I'm putting down my underpainting of green because I just want to have the green underneath. It will probably be covered up, but instead of the white background I'm putting in this green. And I'm using a blending stump to blend all that in and work it into the teeth of the paper, the pad. I'm using a blending gel. I'm scraping off everything that I put down on there because I'm using that after putting that in blending gel down. It made it too smooth for the paper to better catch the paint from the paint stick. And then also I decided I needed to put more green below what I'd already put down. So I'm doing that process over again. And I'll be scraping that off as well, especially if the paint is not sticking to the paper. And so now I'm putting the leaves in for the irises to go in. I'll be putting the different shades of green in there. I started with the light colors and working up to the darks for shadows. I'm putting more highlights. Since I put in the darks, I decided to put some highlights on it to show some definition of shapes. I started the irises using a light uh, color, the lightest value, and going from light to dark. I like to do oil pastels that way, go light to dark, because sometimes if they're for layering, the light won't show up too good, and then you just have to scrape off all the underneath and then put the light in that case. So usually I try to do the light shades first, and then I'll go back and adjust everything. I'm using the blending step here to blend in all the open spaces left by the teeth of the paper. I wanted to not show that. And now I'm putting in the iris flowers. I'm putting more details here in the irises, and I'm scraping the underpainting so that the light colors will show. And now I'm putting in the tulips, just putting in the basic shapes first. Then I will be putting in highlights with a pink, a lighter pink. And also then I will be putting in the leaves for the tulips. I'm using a blending stump to smooth the edges of the different colors and give them shape, forming the shapes of the tulips. I'm not going to leave the stems. Looks like I did some work off camera. I'm sorry about that. Looks like I put in my little daisies. Okay, now I'm getting the brown tones to put in the ground under the flowers. And here I was just opening a brand new bottle of liquid. I don't know if I'll be using it, but I opened it just in case. So anyway, I am continuing to mix my colors I'm using and to put in the ground, and I'm using a palette knife to do that. I took some yellow to add to that brown for a lighter tone. And now, looks like my camera had died. And so the earth is there. I'll probably do more to it later. And now I've put in the dark color for the water. And I'll be blending that and adding more to that. And now I'm putting in some more of that blending gel to help spread that blue over the entire piece. I'll get it in a minute. Now I'm using a blending stump to blend all that in, and I didn't like it, so I scraped it all off. And now wiping it all off with a towel, a paper towel. And we'll start over. Just blending that in now with the blending stump. I could tell what I was using. Now I'm adding shadows, especially where the duck is. And I'm blending that in. I had a hard time with this part. And because the blending stump is leaving marks, and I keep trying to get those marks where I'm scrubbing back and forth, starting and stopping. It leaves a little mark there, and I'm trying to get rid of that. And I'm scraping this off again and adding more blue back. I'll get it eventually, but it's a trial and error thing at the moment. Now I'm trying to blend that all with a brush. I'm adding highlights now of the greens. I tried the distant greens, and then I'll be putting in the shadows, or the reflections, that is, of the flowers. And I'll probably be using my hands and my fingers to do a lot of blending. But then I don't have the back and forth spots left by the blending stump to deal with when I'm using my fingers. Now I'm putting in the reflections of the flowers and the grasses. And then I will be using a brush to smooth out these flowers and make them look like the it is reflections in the water.